The health and well-being of the nervous system is absolutely essential to general overall health and well-being of the individual. So no matter what kind of healing modalities you're engaged with, having a basic understanding of how the nervous system works and knowing various methods of shifting a person into the parasympathetic nervous system is really important. And the Gong is an amazing tool for doing this. So when a person comes into a sudden situation where they feel threatened in some way, psychologically, emotionally, or physically, they need to jump into a mode where they're ready to either literally fight or flight, take off and run away to protect themselves. So whether this is perceived or real doesn't matter, because the body will respond to whatever feels like a threat in the moment. But oftentimes people live in this stressed state all the time. And when you are connected with your sympathetic nervous system, immediately your heart rate goes up, your state of relaxation is thrown off balance, your digestive system becomes inoperable, and it also decreases the effect of your immune response. So various aspects of the body shut down so that available energy is ready for the flight or fight response. So people who live and work in stressful environments never get a chance to relax. Their body never gets a chance to heal when they go to sleep. So we can use sound and making changes within the volume of sound in order to go to deeper levels of healing. And so if you are a person who's stressed all the time, you can actually start to work with the Gong to make this correction within your energy. So I want to say as well that there is a research study that's provided in a link below this video that actually talks about the nervous system and how changes in volume done in a very specific way can actually help a person go even deeper into a state of relaxation and open to healing. So it's a very basic formula. However, it takes sensitivity to do it correctly. So with a little bit of practice, you can learn how to do this for your clients, for yourself, for your family, friends, anyone that you might be working with. And it involves, of course, first, we play the Gong softly when we're doing healing sessions. We activate different sounds and overtones within the Gong, and we play in a soft way to allow the sound waves to permeate both mind and body to create relaxation. And the Gong does this. And it's really important to be sensitive while you play. However, with the Gong nervous system reset, you're first playing the Gong in a soft way as you normally would for 5 minutes, 7 minutes, somewhere there, under 10 minutes. And then you can actually increase the volume for another 5 minutes, 7 minutes. This is definitely an intuitive feeling that you sense into how you feel, and pay attention to your client or other participant if you're working with someone. And you raise the volume so that the power and the sound become more pronounced. So the person will will hear the sound and feel that power in a more accentuated way. And then after 5, 7, 8 minutes, somewhere there, you're paying attention to what you're doing intuitively. You then bring the sound volume back down to playing very softly. And this initiates a nervous system reset so that you're not only coming out of sympathetic nervous system lock-in where you may be living on a day-to-day basis, and even if you're not, even if you're generally relaxed, this Gong reset by going softer, louder, softer actually allows for a deeper level of relaxation, and that's why we call it the Gong nervous system reset. And it's interesting because when I was conducting research with the Gong and asking clients lots of questions and participants lots of questions, I always noted that many people felt a distinct change in how they felt, including people who had different types of pain as well and different ailments, that they felt relief after, maybe 8-9 minutes. And it was interesting to actually learn specifically about the Gong reset, whom a friend of mine and Gong colleague named Mehtab Benton taught me this reset. And it's interesting because it coincided with my own natural experiences with the Gong. And one of the interesting things is, if I get triggered or have some kind of intensity going on and I go to play the Gong, I naturally will play the Gong with greater power. And I just do it because it feels natural. Different than if I'm going for a Gong meditation or if I'm already feeling relaxed. And it coincides with what I've learned about this Gong nervous system reset, that naturally the Gong will help a person slip into parasympathetic response, open and relax, to receive healing and to accelerate healing. But when we can raise the volume for a bit and feel more power with the Gong, and then we very quickly bring the sound level down again. As I said, there's a research study in the link below that shows and indicates how sound volume can allow a person to go to deeper levels of relaxation. And I know this through my own work with clients and myself as well. So I've been working with this Gong reset for several months, working with different people and getting a lot of feedback before doing this video. So I'd like to also say that playing the Gong in a loud and harsh way without sensitivity is not the way to approach playing the Gong. And I think many people get confused about this. There's lots of different things that people think that the Gong is, in terms of maybe different things they've heard. So we always play the Gong in a soft way, whether we're giving a performance or whether we're doing healing work with an individual. We have to be sensitive. And of course, if you have a larger Gong, you're going to have more power. If you have more Gongs to work with, if you're working with a group or doing entertainment work, or if you are working with a large group of people in a healing context, of course, having more Gongs allows you to have more power without necessarily playing any one Gong in a harsh way that creates harsh tones. So I'm not saying to raise the volume in any way that sounds harsh and fragmented and that would make a person feel out of balance, but just being sensitive about building the sound so that you can feel the power. And of course, it's much louder, and that will be recognized and registered immediately by the person. And anytime you're playing the Gong in any context, anywhere, and you start to feel overwhelmed and overpowered by the Gong sound wave vibrations, maybe you've been playing over a long period of time and you start to feel kind of buzzed with the Gong, always start to play very softly, and this will switch you back into your parasympathetic nervous system. So rather than stop gonging, you want to immediately play softly, because then you can initiate this reset. And I hope this video has been helpful, and please share it with other people who play the Gong. Thank you.